original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it. Goodbye. Hold on, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live. Somebody, let's go.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday, everybody, and welcome to the Pascal Show. Hopefully you guys are doing well, enjoying your time, enjoying your weekend. You know, it's a long weekend. I'm looking forward to it because I get to sleep in tomorrow, and I think it's well-deserved. So anyway, I wanted to jump on and say hello. First off, good morning to everyone. Happy Sunday, good afternoon, and good evening to every single person that's watching all over the globe right now. But there's some things, of course, there's some things that we got to talk about. There's a lot of stuff that happened yesterday, y'all. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to come on because I'm in the middle of babysitting right now. So I've been a little busy, you know what I mean? Taking care of family members and doing our thing. All right. But I wanted to jump on because I was like, there's no way I cannot not talk about all the things that just unfolded yesterday. Saturday was a very busy day around the world. You already see the title down below. You already know what we're about to get into. It's been insane. I might sprinkle in another story in here depending on the time, how much time I have left. But anyway, it has been a nutty one. Okay, so do me a favor. You know, I wasn't planning on being on today at all, but I had to jump on and talk to you guys. You know what I'm saying? So please hit that like button down below. Send those likes all the way up. Send as much positivity to this Sunday show as much as you bloody can, okay? And of course, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, all right? We working hard out here in these streets, y'all, for your information and for your entertainment for the day. So please crush that subscribe button. We're marching our way towards 50,000 subscribers. We're almost there. We are almost there. And also, you know, I have to do the shameless plug, but you know, please follow me on Twitter. Go follow my Twitter page. I'm trying to get to 1,000 followers on Twitter, and it's been a slow crawl. So please, if you're on Twitter, please follow me on Twitter, and then of course, please go follow me on Instagram as well. I've been putting up a lot of other things and other content over there that you know I can't really put on here because it doesn't really work over here. But if you like food and you like workouts and stuff like that, please go. And of course, so that you have information on what's going on in the world as far as trending news and whatnot, please go follow my Instagram page. All of them are the Pascal Show, one word. So Twitter, the Pascal Show, one word, and my Instagram is the Pascal Show, one word, all together. Not literally the Pascal Show, one word, verbatim. I'm saying smash the Pascal Show into one word. You'll find me on Instagram and you'll find me on Twitter. So please go follow me over there on the twits. Okay? I call it the twits. Okay? Anyway, we got a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, y'all. It is insane. Yes. Ricard, you're all right. There are the playoffs are starting here. It's Sunday. So, you know, we marching towards Super Bowl Sunday here very, very soon. So we'll see how Tom Brady does. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. We will see what goes down over here. But anyway, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We got to get into some stories, y'all. And it has been a while. Yesterday was wild, y'all. Yesterday was wild. So first I want to start off with the this hostage situation that happened in I think it's Colleyville. I could be pronouncing it wrong, but that happened in Colleyville, which it was a 12-hour standoff. Real talk, a 12-hour standoff that ended up becoming, it became deadly. I'll say that, but in a good way. They got the bad guy. Okay. But this was absolutely nuts. And I was going to cover it yesterday, but things did not unfold until about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning when things started to really unfold. I mean, it was just a standoff for hours, 12 and a half plus hours. And then finally, something happened. I don't know how it happened, but something happened. We're going to get into it here right quick. Let me just get a few things lined up because I got a bunch of stuff out here. I mean, there's just so many stories going on. 1 second. So many stories. Okay, so obviously, as you already know, that there was a standoff yesterday in the middle of the afternoon at this synagogue. Okay, and a lot of people were going, what was going on? What was the story behind this and all that? Well, let me get this. I thought I had this thing, man. I thought I had this, and now it's being a pain in the butt. Hold on, guys. I am so sorry. Grace me with thank you so much for gracing me with your patience. Okay, here we go. That's what I was looking for. So here we are. So now here's the thing. There have been a lot of things unfolding. Obviously, there's some footage where there's, where there is two people that actually escaped, like slipped from the hostage taker's grasp, I guess, from his sight, and were able to escape here. But the thing is of course, we got to look at this because this is absolutely nuts. Okay, so at a specific. There was I guess a ceremony that was going on, right? They were in worship. I don't know the right terminology, okay? But literally, right when they were in worship, they were taken over by this particular hostage taker. So we got to look into it. There is some footage as well when this man walks in and tries to and begins to take over the synagogue, holding these 4 people hostage and all that. So we are going to be looking at that as well. But we got to take a look at this. I mean, obviously, this is kind of giving us the end result of what happens, because 2 hostages did end up escaping from this gun-toting hostage taker, okay? And so, of course, we got to go into that. But this was them slipping out of the synagogue. And there's apparently some footage here as well. So we're going to get into it as well. So all 4 hostages taken by the suspect, or the suspected hostage taker, because I can't use the T word, who stormed a tennis synagogue armed with backpacks full of explosives, has been released after the man was taken. Let's just say that. He held the hostages, including Rabbi Charlie Citron Walker, trapped inside the congregation Beth Israel in Colleyville for about 10 hours before the hostages were reported safe and free. Now, dramatic footage revealed the moment 2 hostages ran out of the temple, the suspect can be seen popping out of the door as he chases them with a weapon. But he quickly retreats back inside, closing the door after spotting the nearby SWAT team. So in other words, he kind of pooped his pants and then turned around. He was like, "Come back! Wait a second, never mind. I changed my mind. Let me get back inside so I don't get shot and die." Right? Penn Dizzy, I'm still trying to figure out how in the world this happened too. Real talk. I'm still trying to figure this whole thing out too. I don't know how this whole thing went down, but there's some reasons why apparently he was holding these people in this synagogue hostage, which is the most ridiculous reason. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, you ain't going to get what you want by holding people hostage, period. It's just not going to work. Some screws are loose, in my personal opinion. Okay. Dozens of agents then quickly mobilized to breach the synagogue as gunshots can be heard firing off. FBI Special Agent DeSarno said the agency's hostage rescue team, who were flown in from Quantico, in Virginia, that's some serious stuff, entered the synagogue around 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, freed the hostages, and took the life of the suspect. Okay. He added that the investigation is ongoing and they will be working with London police on the case. The suspect appeared to have a British accent when he spoke during the synagogue's live stream, which we are going to take a listen to as well. Like I said, this is just weird. This whole thing is just so strange. And the reason what his demands are, or his one main demand, is so interesting, which we are going to get here in a very quick second. It's in this article as well. Colleyville Police Chief Miller said explosive technicians, I guess I can use that, are still active at the scene as police investigate the suspect's claim of having explosives inside the temple. Officials said they have identified the suspect, but will not release his name yet or motive. But they already said what his motive was, though. Just so you guys know, they said what his motive was, because the next line says it. The suspect had demanded the release of convicted T-word Afia Afia Adiku, and hopefully I'm pronouncing her name correctly. All right. Also known as Lady Al-Qaeda, who police said he referred to as his sister. Now, we don't know if this is actually like blood related, or if he's saying like, she my sister, dog. You know, that's like my cousin. That's like my cousin. You feel me? We don't know. We don't know yet. However, a lawyer representing the woman's brother denied he was involved after networks reported it was him. Interesting. So, Sadiku or Siddiqui, they spelled it two different ways. You see it right here with the ending in a U, and they got it over here ending in an I. So I don't know. I'm assuming it's Sadiku. Siddiqui. I think it's Siddiqui, but who am I to know? Okay. Siddiqui was jailed for 86 years after being arrested in Afghanistan in 2008 for an attempted murder of a U.S. Army captain. The Pakistani-born neuroscientist was found with 2 kilos of poison, sodium cyanide, and plans for chemical attacks on New York Brooklyn's bridge and the Empire State Building. So she ain't the most favored person to be out here in these streets. Okay? So this man, whom they have not identified yet, they're not putting out his name yet, who is also clearly Muslim, I have to say that, clearly Muslim, says he was demanding the release of his supposed sister, who is also a convicted T-word, Afia Siddiqui, who is also known. She's been put in jail, and she's supposed to be seeing a sentence of 86 years because she was trying to do some serious things on not only a U.S. Army captain, an American captain, but also attacking Brooklyn Bridge and the Empire State Building. Do you want that person out in these streets? I think not. But they were pushing. He is pushing, or he was pushing for that to happen. Okay? The assailant told a SWAT team from the Texas synagogue, if anyone tries to enter this building, I'm telling you, everyone will die. And I would believe him. Okay? He was caught on the synagogue's Sabbath live stream before it was cut off at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, saying, I'm going to die. Don't cry about me. Are you listening? I'm going to die. He repeated over and over. So he must have planned on doing something. He must have known that he was going to do something. Maybe the devices, for lack of a better word, those devices that would go boom, right? That he had in this bag or in this backpack or whatever, maybe they were real. Maybe they weren't. Maybe he knew he was going to go down in a blaze of bullets, right? By an array of bullets. We don't know. But he was predicting that no matter what, he's not stepping out of this building alive. He's not going to walk out of this synagogue with his soul in his body. Let's just say that. Okay? The terrorist spoke with a New York City rabbi earlier Saturday who was being interviewed by the FBI. He bizarrely demanded the female rabbi release Afia. Interesting. So Dallas Mayor Eric Johnson and New York City Mayor Eric Adams had deployed additional patrol units at synagogues, as did other cities. I would too. I would automatically think that, hey, yo, there's a serious thing going on. We're about to get, maybe this is a thing. They're going to start attacking all the synagogues. We don't know. So they did the right thing on deploying other patrol units over at these other synagogues, because I wouldn't blame them. Would you want to sit around and just let that happen? When you're going, wait a second, remember 9/11, right? World Trade Center got hit. All these other buildings started to get hit as well. I mean, you never know. You just never know. Could it just be just a solo concentrated hit? Or is this going to be a thing where every single synagogue or every place of worship, for lack of a better term, too, could be attacked, right? So I don't blame them for doing that, all right? And other cities like L.A., Washington, D.C., police said that there was no current threat to the general public. But other cities did do what they needed to do, setting things up, right? Now, here's a little bit of some footage from said. Is this? Why won't it let me play it? There we go. Oh, gotta love that. But hold on, guys. But as you can see,
two suspect there running out of the building.
There it is.
All right, so there you see the one suspect, two suspect there running out of the building. And
you see that? I'm going to roll that again. But this is the footage of the two hostages sneaking away from the hostage taker and running out the door. Oh, you didn't see this. Whoops. Sorry, guys. My bad. Let me try that again. Boom. So it says here, hostages leaving Colleyville synagogue after 12-hour standoff. And I got to give these hostages some serious love, because here's the thing. Like, literally, these people had some serious balls to just run out the door, risk everything and just run out the door. So I give them mad props. You know what I'm saying? But take a look. There's one.
All right, so there you see
there's one another
suspect,
one.
Two suspect there running out of the building.
And there's there is the hostage taker right here with his gun pointed out. And then he changed his mind real quick. Watch.
And
never mind. I'm going back in.
Hostages, pardon me, coming out of the building there at the Beth Israel Colleyville off of Pleasant Run Road earlier. This was around 9 o'clock tonight. And it was the FBI hostage rescue team that flew in from Washington, D.C. That made entry there, as we heard from the Colleyville police chief, rescuing those 3 adult hostages. One adult hostage was rescued earlier. Colleyville PD.
So crazy, right? 2 of them run out. He tries to run after them. He goes, never mind. I changed my mind. Let me run back in. But then as soon as he does that, as soon as he runs back in, that's when they start to realize, armed forces are like, yo, now is the time. Let's go, 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 go. And then they just go for it. But then, of course, you can hear gunshots in the background.
That made entry there, as we heard from the Colleyville police chief, rescuing those 3 adult hostages. One adult hostage was rescued earlier. Colleyville PD
You hear that? You hear those gunshots at the end?
was rescued earlier.
Right there.
Colleyville PD
Yeah. Homeboy went down. Homeboy went down. Homeboy went down. Okay. So the hostage taker did go down. Let me get this back up here. Sorry, guys. I got one screen. I'm trying to get one big huge screen so I can just have everything laid out. You feel me? But you know how it is. Those things are not cheap. So baby steps, right? Baby steps. But anyway, as you can see, this is one of the hostages that was actually taken in because he was released, of course, and he was taken to his family. But and now, of course, all of them are out right now. We are going to look at this this press briefing that they had, where the police chief does give us a little bit of he recants what went down right before they took this hostage taker's life. But he said, I am going to perish. I am going to no longer be here anymore. So don't cry about me. I already know that I will not walk out of here in one piece. I will not walk out of here alive. He knew what was going down. He knew what was going down. There's so many crazy things that are going on in this whole thing. But I do want to show you guys this particular video because this is the one right when the synagogue is taken over by this hostage taker. Like I said, they have yet to say what this man's name is, who he is, but he says he is the brother of a known convicted terrorist. I can say T word all day long, but I just got to say what I got to say. And he wanted the release of his quote unquote sister. We don't know. I mean, they're saying that it is his biological sister, but we don't know as of yet. That question is still up in the air. Has not been answered fully yet. Okay. But let's take a look. Let's take a look at this. This is crazy.
Yeah, come on, get up now. Come on, man. Let's go. Come on now. Come on, let's get up there. Fuck no, man. Don't worry about it. You know what? Don't worry about it. I care about them. That's why I'm doing it. I care about them. That's why I'm doing it. Yeah. Well, my kids, my family members. Yeah. But come on, man. You want me to get the violin out? Come on, man. Have you guys got a violin here? Come on, man. You keep going on, you just keep going on about the same thing, man. Come on, man. Get Shane out of here, man. Come on, what's wrong with you, man? He's going to fail, man. Listen to me, man. Shane's getting paid, cash paid, man. Please, do something, man. Fucking do something, man. You gotta get a casualty. He's got a tight chest, so do something, okay? I don't want to see this guy dead.
So he's already threatening people's lives. I'll say this. He's also, this is during, just so you know, this is a live stream of their this is a live stream of them doing one of their worships, okay, while they're worshiping, right? While they're doing one of their ceremonies type thing. And this man comes in during their live stream while they are worshiping, right? And now he's putting in these things where he's like, I demand this, I demand that. Please bring, get her out. What the hell is wrong with you? Now he's sitting here going like, you don't take him out, this man is I'm going to take his life, right? He is literally sitting here saying, hey, take her out, or these people that I've held hostage, that I have in my possession, I will take them all out.
Are you going to let us stay on the phone or not? Okay, good, come on. I'll tell you one thing. Once you get my sister, things will turn.
I didn't understand what he said at the end of that, but he was like, once you get my sister, he keeps on saying, get my sister out of here. Get my sister out and everybody will be fine. No one's gonna perish. No one's gonna be in trouble, kind of thing. If you don't do what I say, then then these people are going to die. I mean, he literally is saying that stuff, right? And obviously this is the SWAT team, there's police, law enforcement, you name it, right? Here they are. Just getting ready to do some things. And we already saw this part, but as you can see, it's a closer look at the people who ran out. Oh, it's 3 people. So he had nobody there. That's what it is. So 3 people ran out. See? And then, hold up. Because it moves so fast. Hold up. Because in the video, it looks like 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So it looks like he had nobody left in there. It looks like he had no one left in there. So he was all by himself when he runs back out with his gun. Then he realizes, oh crap, I'm by myself. I ain't got no one, because from my understanding, I think he released one of the hostages. From my understanding. Pretty wild stuff, y'all. Pretty wild stuff. And this all happened yesterday on a Saturday. Did you know a volcano blew up? We got to talk about that too. We're going to get to that in a second. But at the same time, this all happened yesterday. It was the wildest. Saturday was crazy. Crazy. Okay. So this is Afia Siddiqui, the one that is incarcerated right now for 86 years for being a known terrorist. Okay. And then this is one of the 4 people that were held hostage, Rabbi Charlie Citron Walker. Citron or Citron, I don't know, either one. But he was demanding this hostage taker was demanding the release of his sister, he says, Afia Siddiqui, who has been in prison for the past 14 years, if I'm correct. 13 years, because, this is a new year. So 13 plus years. It's unbelievable. But let's get into some of these press briefings so we can hear what actually went down here. Because it's just, like I said, this is just wild, y'all. This is just bloody wild.
Everyone, thanks so much for setting this up and for being out here all day today.
This morning at about 10:41, we received a 911 call regarding a disturbance at the 6100 block of Pleasant Run, which is Congregation Beth Israel. It's our local Jewish synagogue. At that time, they were having services, and those services were being broadcast across Facebook and across Zoom. And we began to get information that a gunman had entered the synagogue and taken 4 individuals hostage. At that time, Patrol Resources responded to the area. We called out our SWAT team, our North Tarrant Regional SWAT team, who responded. We set up a perimeter, and we began to evacuate the houses that were in the local area. At some point in time, immediately after that, we received some backup support from North Richland Hills SWAT team. I immediately, once we heard there was a hostage situation, I called the FBI. FBI Special Agent Charge Matt DeSarno came out immediately. FBI, ATF, HSI, Texas Department of Public Safety, and all of our local partners all responded as well. We've had nothing but phenomenal support from our state, local law enforcement, and federal partners. At some point in time during the times we were negotiating with the subject for a period of time, all day, constant communication with him. He did release one hostage in the middle of the incident. That hostage was not harmed, and he's doing well now. The FBI called out the hostage rescue team, which is an elite hostage rescue force out of Quantico, Virginia. They immediately when the SAC called, they got on a plane and flew out here. I think they brought 60 or 70 people from Washington, D.C. to come and help with the situation. Sometime around 9 p.m. today, this evening, the HRT, the hostage rescue team, breached the synagogue. They rescued the 3 hostages, and the subject is deceased.
Yes, the 4 people who were rescued are not in need of medical attention, are with FBI agents right now, will be reunited with their family unharmed. He did not harm them in any way.
Okay, last right on my part. What can you?
It's very likely this situation would have ended very badly early on in the day had we not had professional, consistent negotiation with the subject. I do not have any information right now that indicates that this is part of any kind of ongoing threat. We obviously are investigating. We'll continue to investigate the hostage taker. We'll continue to investigate his contacts. Our investigation will have global reach. We have been in contact already with multiple FBI legats to include Tel Aviv and London. We've been working closely with Secure Community Network and the Jewish Federation, and I want to continue to do that, and we will continue to do that throughout the country. We do believe from our engagement with this subject that he was singularly focused on one issue, and it was not specifically related to the Jewish community, but we're continuing to work to find motive, and we will continue on that path.
Well, I'll say this. I'm happy that law enforcement were able to do what they needed to do, save these people without any harm. Of course, it is never great news when it turns into a hostage situation like this. That people do not. The hostage taker doesn't survive this situation, but at the same time, I am thankful that the hostages, which is the most important part, were taken in. No one was harmed on that end. Of course, it'd be great to detain the hostage taker because there might be some information that he may know, right, of something else that might be coming. This might be an attempt for something much bigger, right? This could be a test run for something that they have planned later on. Let's just be real. If it really is his biological sister, my concern is that maybe they're doing a test run to see what's good and see if this alley, like this road, would work, right? But it says right here, all 4 hostages have been released after the terrorist was shot and police stormed the synagogue. And of course, the suspect did release one other hostage earlier in the night. And around 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, there was a loud bang that was heard, followed by several gunshots. Dramatic footage captured the two of 3 remaining hostages run out of the temple, with the gun-toting terrorist caught right behind them before he quickly retreated inside after seeing the nearby SWAT team. Yeah, because the SWAT team was hiding behind bushes and hiding behind walls and stuff. So of course he's going to sit there and run back in. He's like, oh no, I don't want to die. But he says he was ready to die. Interesting, right? So of course the SWAT team had been deployed. FBI was negotiating with him as the standoff entered hour 11. The suspect had demanded the release of his sister, Afia Siddiqui, who of course was convicted in New York for trying to kill military personnel, and she had other plans for Empire State Building and Brooklyn Bridge up in this piece. That's crazy, y'all. So like I said, it sucks that he is no longer here. I mean, yes, he's a very bad person who did a very bad thing, but maybe by keeping him alive, they would have been able to get more information from him and then lock him up. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, sometimes, you know, you don't know what's happening. Maybe he fired at the SWAT team. We don't know, right? We're not inside. We don't know all those details as of yet. But we do know that while they were doing a live stream at the synagogue, he walked in, interrupted that live stream, and said, "Hey, I want my sister, and if I don't get my sister, these people are going to die." With a bag full of explosives and a firearm on him as well. So there's that piece right there, guys. You know, I am thankful that everybody got out of there okay. You know, that the members and the patrons of that synagogue came out in one piece. I mean, the only thing that they're going to have to do is deal with is obviously PTSD and deal with these kind of, you know, the stresses of what they had to go through. You know, I can only imagine what those people went through. That's crazy. I feel like now more than ever, right? We're getting closer and closer. Like, I feel like everyone's going to be touched by some traumatic experience. It just seems like that nowadays, right? You can't go unscathed in this lifetime without experiencing something insane, right? Something where you feel like where you go, wow, you know, life is really beautiful and it is really precious, you know, and it sucks. It really, really sucks, you know? But anyway, we got to go into our next story. And then I got some lighter stuff, you know what I mean? Like, even so, Tiffany Haddish got pulled over. Man, we got some things to talk about, y'all. We got some things to talk about, okay? So let's get into this other piece. Man, did you know that there was a volcano that erupted, y'all? A volcano just went goosh, like just exploded, y'all. This is insane. So we got to take a look at this. This is just freaking nuts. My mind is still wrapping around this whole situation. Real talk. By the way, send those likes past 100 likes. I see over 200 souls watching my Sunday stream. I do appreciate y'all. So please hit that like button and send it past 150. Why not? You know what I mean? Why not today? Okay. There was a violent underwater volcanic eruption that happened on Tonga. And here's the thing. I never heard of Tonga in my life, and I feel bad, but I ain't never heard of this place in my life. Okay, until this volcano put it on the map. I'm being straight funky with y'all. Okay, so Tonga goes under, and we're gonna look at the footage. I mean, you can see it from space. That's how huge this eruption was. Huge, and they're saying like it made the island twice the size of what it originally was and stuff like that. I mean, this is insane. Okay, so much that there was a tsunami. I mean, it wasn't like huge like walls, but I mean, shoot, man, there were tsunamis that were hitting other countries and stuff. It's been insane. Like I said, Saturday was strange as hell. I don't know why. The 15th. I don't know why the 15th was so crazy, but the 15th was nuts. Okay, so Tonga goes under. Death toll is unclear. Duh. Why would you got it? When you see this, you could just basically say anybody that was on that island ain't there no more. It is that massive. Okay, so death toll is unclear as ash choked Pacific Island after 7.4 magnitude earthquake and tsunami destroy Polynesian kingdom and take out internet. I mean, why did they have to put an internet? Bruh, it took everything out. When you see this bruh, if you sit there and go, but is anybody still alive out there though? You're gonna be like, nobody lived. Nobody, I would assume nobody survived that. And if you did, I'd be like, wow, by the grace of God, won't he do it? Oh my God. when you see this footage, and I'm sure a lot of you have, but we gonna relive through it together. Because like I said, this is wild. Dramatic video from Tonga showed huge waves crashing into homes and buildings, flooding the island. Satellite images showed a huge 3-mile wide plume of ash and steam rising into the air to about 12 miles. I'm telling you, this is insane. Let me pull some just footage. I mean, like I said, I don't know the island, right? And I'm just trying to be a little funny, but at the same time, any person that's out there that is still covered in ash or trying to find refuge right now, my prayers go out to every single person that is on that island right now. I'm sure there are plenty of people that have survived, but the way that this thing just erupts is just so, when you see it, you're like, oh my word, how would anybody survive that? This is from satellite. This is satellite footage from outside the earth, okay? This is a satellite looking into this, and goosh, look at that. This is insane, y'all. Massive. So big, you could see it from space. That's how big this eruption was. It's right over here. See that? Right over here. Just kersplood. Like, whoa. Literally. Oh, wow. That's kind of a cool thing. So this says right here, okay, so a satellite image shows the underwater volcano, Tonga. I don't know how to pronounce that last part. Hapai. I'm so sorry. But anyway, with a plume of smoke rising from it days before the eruption. And then, of course, is 2 hours after, 2 hours before the eruption in Tonga. So I'm assuming this is what it was doing. Or this was before it, I'm sorry. And this is after. Wild, right? Wow. So let's take a look at this. You got to see it for yourself. This is from space, y'all. Unbelievable. This is from space. Hunger, burning love. Scott, I'm done. Scott Briggs, go somewhere. But look at this. Look at that, yo. Look at it. Hamburger. Like, this is insane, y'all. This happened. There's more footage. I got more footage for that. But look at this. This is insane. Boom, right there. Space. Here's some more footage. Woo, that's loud. But yo, look at this. This is what it looks like on Earth. Wow. Look at that. Woo! Unbelievable, y'all. Oh, wow. That was crazy. Did you all see that lightning bolt? Did you see that lightning bolt? What is this? Like Lord of the Rings or something? Like, real talk. What was that? Where did that lightning bolt come from? Like, real talk, bro. Damn. I'm sorry. That just throws me off. Where did that come from, though? Hold up. So the cloud just decided to try to touch down with the lightning bolt with the volcano. How does that happen? How does that happen? How do two things you know what I mean? Like, how do two things know to talk to each other? How do stormy clouds and volcanoes go? Let's talk to each other. Let's try to connect. Did you see? I'm gonna roll that back again because I still can't believe that. And people say Mother Nature ain't real. Come on, look at it. Just out of nowhere. It's like, what? That is some Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings type ish. Bruh. Come on, y'all. We need to start being better to our world. Mother Nature mad. This is a mad mother. She mad. Like, she really, really mad. Wow. Wow. Woo. Wow. That is just crazy. I'm sorry. I'm still looking at this and going, wow. You know? Like, and the other thing is like, maybe it's creating a brand new country. You never know. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know, some time from now, I mean, God willing, or, you know, if this happens, there will be more land. There will be more land on that island. From my understanding, it doubled its size. The island has doubled its size from this, right? From this eruption. So God knows what it is going to end up doing, but some wild stuff, y'all. And of course, there are other things like tsunamis that are coming through. People are starting to get hit. Other states, other countries are starting to get hit with flooding, as you can see here. Look at this, you know, from this tsunami, because I mean, you know, that's a very big. That's not even a pebble. You know what I'm saying? That's a large rock being thrown into a lake, right? And then that wake, that tsunami, is coming through and hitting other countries now. Look at that. People's stuff sinking because of how heavy that was. New Zealand. This is in New Zealand. Bye-bye to that yacht. You know, bye-bye to that boat. It's crazy. Just by looking at this, you know, not even playing the video, you could just see what, you know, how some things have been hit. I mean, a boat is a boat. You know what I mean? It still sucks as it is possession, but at least it's not a human life, right? At least it's not somebody who has died. But look at that. Look at that, y'all. Man takes picture of big waves in the breakwater caused by the tsunami in Venice Beach. See, and I mean, and that happened thousands and thousands and thousands of miles away on an island I've never really heard of personally. You know what I'm saying? And it's crashing up the shore on Venice Beach right now as we speak, or like in this photo. Unbelievable, right? You're going to walk your dog. That's the other thing. Who has the balls to go that close to the water with your damn puppy? I'm just saying, who does that? Oh, let me get this really great photo. Hey, Fido, it's okay. You be all right. You know how to swim, though, right? I got you on a leash, man. It's fine. You're going to be fine. You're getting that close? Man, I'd be so far away. I don't care. And I'm a strong swimmer. I still would not be doing this, going this close. Period. And Tyler, I totally agree. Climate change is real, and we need to take care of our world and our environment. We need to stop being so damn greedy, and we need to find other means of energy and all that, because Mother Nature on the top and all the way down to her core is getting angry. I'm telling you, now it's personal. You see what I'm saying? She just erupted right now from the inside. It's personal now, y'all. So it ain't on the surface no more. It's all the way deep down in the plums now. She mad, y'all. Let me get this comment real quick from one of my members. Yes. If it shows on here, it doesn't show on here. That's what's so frustrating. Laura Estrada. It's so frustrating. Let me grab it up here. I'm sorry, Laura. That's the one thing I hate about this. I can't show the comments from members on here. That's one thing that needs to get fixed on this particular program. But I do appreciate you being a member and supporting this channel for 6 months. She says, we are selfish people, Pascal. At first, I thought you were saying you're such a selfish person, Pascal. I'm like, wow, that's my heart just broke in 5 million pieces. I'm kidding. We are such selfish people, Pascal. Mother Earth isn't playing around. She's letting us know to get it together or else. Absolutely. I completely and 110% agree. I could not agree with you more. I think that our world is talking to us. We've been seeing all kinds of crazy stuff, right? I'm telling you right now, it's even the smallest thing right now. Let's keep it straight funky. Real quick. In the city that I live in, I'm used to right about now being dumped with feet of snow, right? Back in the day when I was a kid. Now, Christmas Day was 60 degrees out. 60. I'm used to negative degree weather. And now the weather is it's like spring and winter smashed into one, where you're like, is it a coat day or is it a long sleeve shirt day? You see what I'm saying? Now it's that extreme. Is it a winter coat day? Am I going to walk out in snow boots? Or am I going to be able to walk out in shorts and go play volleyball with my friends? Sorry, some of you guys do that. I don't know why some of y'all walk out in flip-flops and look like you're a part of a beach volleyball team when it gets a little bit warm outside. Real talk. T-shirts, Umbros, and the thong sandals. Like you're ready to go and play some beach volleyball up in this piece when it gets just 1 degree warmer. I'm just saying. But anyway, I digress. Real talk. The weather's been so up and down all over the place. And people are still out here going, nope, climate change ain't real. I don't know what you're talking about. When I was a kid, there were white Christmases. There were feet of snow where you'd have to go outside and blow out your back, from snow, from shoveling so much damn snow on the driveway type ish. And it's so heavy, and maybe you have to go through it twice because you got to get the first layer of snow because it's feet of snow, and you can't just do it all in one sitting. You know what I'm saying? Go back in, get a little bit of hot cocoa, warm up a little bit, and then go back out there and finish the rest of the driveway. Literally, that don't exist no more. Not where I'm at. Nah, it's kind of warm. It's kind of cold. And that's it. You might get some extreme colds for like a few days, and then it bounces right back up into the 50s. And you're like, what the hell happened here, man? Damn. So a whole I'm dreaming of a white Christmas doesn't exist over here. Not for me. At least not for me. So it kind of sucks when it comes to that. All right. But then again, for me, it's like, okay, less snow is good for me. I'm okay with that. But it is also a realization that this climate change thing is real, that we need to start taking better care of our world. When we see something like this that goes down, it obviously is saying something. The earth is talking to us, and yet we tend to ignore it. We tend to turn a blind eye to it and try to continue doing what we're doing, which is stripping our world of its natural resources, doing things that we shouldn't be doing to our countries, to our environment, to our oceans. At some point, we won't have water, clean water anymore. Think about that. And yet we're sitting there going, oh, no. What we're doing to our world is totally fine. It's totally justifiable. No, we need to be better. And yeah, you know what? Sarah AP, where did she go? Sarah AP, you may be right. It may be too late. You know what I'm saying? It may really be way too late, but at the same time, doesn't mean that we can't try, right? We can at least try. We can at least try to do something better. You know? Ride your bike, or, you know, you don't have to go get one of those hideous cars like a Tesla or something like that, but you can at least get something. Slowly transition, because it's not, you know, it's not a rip the Band-Aid off type situation. Not all of us can go and just buy a Tesla. You know what I'm saying? Not all of us have that kind of Skrilla, right? But we can at least try to make efforts, small little efforts to shrink our carbon footprint on this planet. At least. I need to listen to, you know, I need to practice what I preach too. I'm not the most savvy, you know, when it comes to being more whatever. You know what I'm saying? Being more environmentally what's the word? Environmentally savvy. I'll say it again. I'll say the word again. You know, sometimes, you know, I'm like, hey, I'm thankful that I can fill my tank up with gas. You know what I mean? I got to get to where I need to get to, but there's other things that you can do, you know? Yeah. Recycle toilet paper. Exactly. Just, you know, fish it out of the toilet and use it again. I'm just kidding. Don't do that, guys. That's disgusting. Okay. Okay. But I get what she's saying. Recycle toilet paper. Yes. Buy recycled toilet paper. Don't actually recycle the toilet paper that you use. I'm telling you, you will get infections and you will have rashes like a wee little baby. So don't do that. Okay. Don't do that. Okay. But anyway, that's some serious stuff that's going on. There is a video that I wanted to show you guys that kind of shows the hopefully I could still find it. There is two different angles. There's one of this perspective of family. You hear the baby in the background. Yeah. Where there's a perspective of them on the ground, like ground zero area, where they are reacting to the blast because there was such a big boom that happened during this. I'm just going to show you guys a bunch of things on this thread. Let me show you guys this thread because there's just so much. There's just so much to look at. So I'm gonna show you guys this stuff. It's insane. And this has no sound, but look at that, right? I mean, as much as it is like a wow factor, in a weird, strange, messed up way, look how beautiful that is, right? It's crazy, it's nutty, right? But it is still wild. Queen Kimberly, no, I do not have a baby. I am currently babysitting. Just so you guys know, I don't have any kids. No. Trust me, if I had kids, I'd tell you guys by now. I'd be like, yo, I got kids. No, I'm babysitting right now. Okay. But or we are babysitting right now. Let me correct that, because obviously, where am I? How am I going to watch a baby if I'm on the show? I'd be holding the baby in my arms right now as we speak. So no, but we are babysitting right now. Okay. So anyway, yeah, I would have told y'all. Shoot. But anyway, but see how beautiful that is. Still, I know it's really messed up, but the thing is that's scary, right? That is scary. And that's just one piece. Oh, thank you, Penn Dizzy. I hope I do too. They'll be beautiful no matter what, right? But this is just some of the, I mean, they just have photos of this thing going off. I mean, my God. This thing is just angry. Look at that. Look at that, man. That's just so crazy. And like I said, they could see it from space. Look at that. Boom. Here's one piece. Look at that. It's like a GIF or a GIF. I don't know how you pronounce it, but seriously, look, boom. And then all of a sudden, boom. That is insane. The fact that that was so massive that you can see it from space. I mean, that's some scary stuff, y'all. We've already seen that footage. That's another one right there. Wow. I'm trying to find the one where it was like a full-on sonic boom. This, wow, look at that. That is a tsunami. Aftermath, or the effects of that volcanic eruption that happened on Tonga. Look at that. They're saying that the waves were getting as big as 2 feet tall. They weren't like a whole wall, but you know what I'm saying? Laura Strada, no, I am not married yet, but I am getting married in the next few months. So just so you know. But yeah, look at that. Crazy, right? And then this one. This is the infamous one that's been shared a whole bunch. Look at that. Like, I feel like that's from a scene from an action movie. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God. You know what I mean? Like, where's Vin Diesel and The Rock and Tom Cruise? You know what I'm saying? For that big disaster movie. This is the big getaway, the big getaway scene. You know what I mean? While they're driving away from a 10-foot wall of water. You know what I mean? In a fast car. You feel me? But look at that. That's insane, right? That is insane. Just another version of it. Look at that. Holy cow. Just like kind of a time lapse of a bunch of photos mashed together. Like I said, I mean, this is scary how big this blast and how big this was. Oh, see, look at that. See these waves? Like I said, this is the aftermath from that explosion, from that volcanic explosion. Look at these waves. Thank God it's not some huge wall from like The Perfect Storm. You know what I'm saying? That movie. You know, at least it's not that. Thank God. But it still did leave a lot of towns and people's homes and all that stuff just absolutely destroyed. Even those birds know what the hell they're doing. They're like, hey, we out. Bye. Crazy, y'all. Crazy. Wow. This is what it would look like if that volcano erupted somewhere in France. Just to get a general idea. Massive. Like I said, just massive. Wow, guys. Here we go. And that's just the sound from far, far away. That's insane, y'all. Like I said, there's one where it's just a huge sonic boom. I'm trying to find that one because I found it in this feed, and then it disappeared. I think this is it. No, it's not. Dang. I'm trying to find it. I guess I lost it, but it was a crazy, like huge, like boom, and everyone there was like two people in the shot that just kind of flinched because it was just so powerful. The explosion was so powerful. Dang. Well, if I find it, I'll show it to you guys another time. But some crazy. It's just absolutely crazy. Wait, what are they doing? Now I need to see this. What? Wow. Okay, we're playing this. We got to look at this. Hold on, guys. Who would do this? And then what's up with the dude in the bottom? See this? He just feels like punching a. Have mercy. Wow. I mean, like, how is this a joyous event? Look at this. Like, if you got caught in that for real, you'd be. That is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Who would do this? In your right mind, who would do this? Real talk, who would do that, man? Would you do this? Real talk. God forbid if it was a bigger wave or a bigger gush of water and she got trapped under those roots that she got under, it's caught underneath. She'd be a goner if she wasn't there with somebody. That's so idiotic, man. That's real. Somebody said, "Oh, let's take some selfie sticks and race a tsunami." Wow, people are dumb. People are dumb, y'all. Have mercy. Anyway, but like I said, this is like what we're seeing right now.
Northern Peru, the local civil defense authority reported on Sunday.
Hold on. How many?
2 people drowned off the beach in northern Peru, the local civil defense authority reported on Sunday, after unusually high waves were recorded in several coastal areas following Saturday's eruption of an underwater volcano.
And then look at that, right? Like I said, Mother Nature angry, y'all. Mother Nature angry. She ain't playing around at all. It's official. People don't want to hear nothing. Not hear one dang thing. Well, wait a second. That's so crazy. Anyway, like I said, this is just a wild situation that happened. And I feel like this, more than anything ever, we need to start listening to the earth and what it's saying to us and what it's not saying to us. It is saying, hey, yo, come on. This is some serious ish. We got to take this seriously, you know? And whatever we can do to shrink, like I said again, or like I said before, I'll say it again, anything we can do that can shrink, right? Shrink our carbon footprint here. While we are here, I mean, I say do it as much as we can, right? And you know, I got to say this too. My thoughts and prayers go out to every single person that has been that has been dealing with this, the tsunami, the volcanic eruption, the people of Tonga, all that. My prayers and thoughts go out to all those people, for real. Okay, so we got to get into some lighter stuff. Okay, excuse me. So please be sure to hit that like button down below. I see a bunch of souls in here. I appreciate you guys coming through on a Sunday. Like I said, I will not be on tomorrow morning unless there's some huge breaking news story that's popping off. But my plan is to take the day off. It is MLK Day. So in observance of MLK Day, I'm taking that day off. Okay. But of course, if something does happen, I will definitely let you guys know or hop on and chop it up with you guys for sure. Now, here's the thing. We have got to talk about two different things. This is a little bit more on the pop culture side of things, but we got to talk about it, okay? And yes, somebody just asked me about the story about the pig heart. Where is that? I just saw it. Lachelle B. I will look into it. I only heard about it, but I didn't really see any. I didn't really look into it. I heard that there was some interesting backstory about this particular individual, and maybe I'll squeeze it in here today. I don't know yet, but let me get into this part. Tiffany Haddish, though. Okay, she ready. Comedian. Stand-up comedian, all that stuff. Some people like her, some people don't. You know what I mean? I like her. I think she's pretty good at what she does. You know what I mean? She got a thing going on. But here's the thing. See, this is what I hate, these things about some of these websites. But anyway, Tiffany Haddish was arrested. And she was arrested on suspicion of being under the influence. So she got a DUI, or she's been arrested for a DUI. Okay? And the story is very interesting in my personal opinion. Okay? So, actor-comedian Tiffany Haddish was arrested in Georgia early Friday on suspicion of driving under the influence. And what she was under the influence of will surprise you, actually. It'll surprise you. Okay. Officers responded at 2:30 a.m. to a 911 call regarding to a driver asleep at the wheel on the roadway. According to a statement emailed to CNN, which is what I'm reading right now, which was by the Peachtree City Police Department. A Peachtree City officer observed a vehicle matching the description and ultimately conducted a traffic stop as the vehicle pulled into the yard of a residence. Let me say that again. So this car pulled into it says pulls into the yard of a residence. So she went gunk, gunk, gunk into the front lawn of a resident. Some random person's front yard. Real talk. She just drives right into the front lawn like it was her own crib, like she was going to pull up to her own crib. Very interesting. Subsequent investigation led to Miss Tiffany Haddish being under arrest for driving under the influence, the statement said. Now, Haddish, who is 42, was transported to the Fayette County Jail without incident. Representatives for Haddish could not be reached for comment. Haddish, who has starred in several TV shows, is best known for a stand-up comedy and role in the movie Girls Trip. Okay, and we all know that. I mean, that's literally the movie that just shot her out the cannon, right? Put her right out there on the map. All right, and she did a great job in that movie. Personally, I'll be real, she did a really good job in that movie. Entertainment Tonight reported her dog of 13 years recently died. And she has a mentor with her mentor, Bob Saget, and close friend, Carl Craig. Wow. So her dog died of 13 years. Her dog died. Bob Saget, who was a close friend and mentor, died. And also her friend, who's a music producer, Carl Craig, died as well. So that's a hat trick. That's a full-on hat trick of bad news. It all happens in threes, apparently, right? And Tisha, thank you so much for the $25 super chat. Let me grab that really quick. Thank you so much for the $25 super chat. Enjoy your time off. Thank you so much. I will definitely do so, or at least I will try. I'm a workaholic, so if something's popping off and there's something to talk about, I will most likely be on here to talk about it with y'all, okay? As a pop-up or as a live. But I will not be doing a live morning show. Just a heads up, okay? So that is some bad news. She had her dog die, Bob Saget, as we already know, R.I.P., and a well-known producer, Carl Craig, died as well. So that's 3 back-to-back-to-back. That's tough. Haddish and rapper Common was split in November after their year-long relationship, People magazine reported. In an interview with E.T. that was published on Friday, Haddish said her personal life is in shambles. This year, people are like, Happy New Year. I'm like, no, neutral New Year. I'm going to be neutral in the year. She said, adding that that she is very emotional. I've been crying a lot because that's my heart. My dog was my heart. The other people who passed, they were my rocks, they had my back. I mean, they taught me a lot. So I lost the physical. I'm sure I got them in the spiritual, she said in an interview. Of course, she said in addressing Saget's death earlier this week, or last week, sorry, you have brought so much joy to this planet. You were one of my first great teachers. You always made me feel safe and worthy. You always made me laugh. Now, I get it. She's upset and all that. But from what we understand, what we've known thus far, is that the reason why she was pulled over, at least this is what they're saying out here, is that she was under the influence of marijuana. Yeah. Let me just get that real quick. Make sure I have that as well. Here we go. Let me grab that. And I got another super chat, which thank you so much for the super chats, guys. I really do appreciate it. Paradise Leia, hopefully I'm saying that right. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. She said, my dog of 13 years died 4 months ago, and I'm still in shambles. My personal life was already effed. And after Sammy died, I feel like I have nothing left. Like, and I feel you. I have dogs of my own as well. And there's a connection that you have that I never knew. I never was somebody who would sit here and say that I could understand fully when I when I wasn't a dog owner. But then when I became a dog owner, right, and started taking care of dogs, I know exactly what it feels like. I mean, I haven't lost any dogs yet, knock on wood, but I know for a fact that I will be devastated when they pass, right? There's a connection that you have with your dogs, right? Just like you have those connections that you have with certain people in your life, right? Like Bob Saget was a mentor to Tiffany Haddish. Her friend Carl Craig, who died as well. I mean, I can only imagine that's a tough thing to deal with. And then also something that you love, that you look forward to seeing said dog when you get home, calling out their name and they're wagging their tail, and you get to give them a treat, or you're teaching them things and all that stuff. I mean, like I said, there's a certain connection that you have with your pets, right? That I think that is beyond a human level, right? Because also you're learning things about yourself with said dogs as well, right? It's kind of the same thing when you are raising children, right? There's things that you learn about yourself even more. As they get older and you get older, you start to learn things. Like we as adults get to watch our kids grow up, right? But kids also get to watch us grow up too. Have you ever thought about that? Just some food for thought. You know, it's the I don't even know what I need to do. What the hell am I going to do with the baby? You know what I'm saying? And then as you grow, you start to become you go from novice to advanced expert in child rearing. God willing. Some parents out here shouldn't be parents, but you see what I'm saying though, right? It's very interesting, right? But Paradise, my thoughts and prayers go out to you. I can only imagine how you're feeling. It is very, very devastating when you lose some, a furry friend, that you've been connected with for so long, right? I mean, they're your best friend. They're your crutch. They're your entertainment. Maybe that sometimes they're your reason of anger because they pooped in the corner and you're like, why did you do that? You know what I'm saying? But it's all love at the end of the day, right? But anyway, so I can only imagine what Tiffany Haddish is going through. I mean, it's terrible, right? But still get pulled over with a DUI, that still doesn't justify getting pulled over with a DUI. Because here's the thing: you shouldn't be getting messed up and getting behind a wheel and trying to drive. And then on top of that, you drove the car off into somebody's front lawn. I mean, I read it just as it said. And if it said driving into front lawn, that's not driving into somebody's driveway. You driving onto somebody's grassy knoll. That's some serious ish. Okay. Regardless if you lost your two best friends and your dog. I mean, it sounds like a really crappy country song, but real talk. That's literally what happened to her. But that still doesn't justify her getting behind the wheel and falling, quote unquote, asleep behind the wheel. So here it is. It says busted. Tiffany Haddish arrested for DUI and found asleep behind the wheel as cops believe she had smoked weed. There you go. So she smoked that herb. She was smoking the herb. Okay. She smoked that strong-ish, jumped behind the wheel of a car and said, I'm straight. I got this, y'all. I'll be fine. It's just weed. Next thing you know, blue and whites, go, driving onto a grassy knoll. Does that work for you? It doesn't work for me. And here's the thing. I'm going to get to my personal opinion. I mean, obviously, I've been saying that my personal opinion this entire time. So let's get into this article, and I'll add in my color commentary later. Okay? The actress has been having a rough go as of late, as we already know, because she's lost some friends and all that. But according to Peachtree Police, they arrested Girls Trip actress around 4 a.m. They responded to a call about a driver who had fallen asleep at the wheel, the outlet revealed. So this is the part that doesn't make any sense, right? So she had fallen. I guess she was at a traffic stop. Maybe she was at a traffic light, and she was just sitting there, and she just started to nod off, right? And somebody pulled up and saw her nodding off and called 911. That's my assumption, because obviously they pulled her over later. So she must have nodded off, woke back up, and started driving, right? And then they pulled her over. And that's when they she pulled into a lawn. That's the weird part. But anyway, they had a description of the vehicle and spotted Tiffany driving it, pulling into a neighborhood. Officers stopped her and made the arrest, charging her with DUI and improper stopping on a roadway. Police believe she smoked marijuana. Prior to her arrest, she smiled in her mugshot photo, despite the serious nature of the accusations against her. And this is the photo. This is her mugshot. I mean, she, her eyes do look glossy. Her eyes do look glossy. She was having a grand old time that night, I guess. She was in custody for hours. Record detained by the outlet shows she posted about a $1,700 bail and left the jail around 6:30 a.m. So she was in and out. She has not yet addressed her arrest. Yeah. She's been going through it as of late, losing her grandmother, her friend, Bob Saget. So this adds a grandmother into the piece, too. She lost her grandmother, her friend, Bob Saget, her dog, and her other friend, Carl Craig. The comedian has been open about her marijuana use in the past, even admitting to driving under the influence. Yep. Because some people think that, hey, you can just, and be fine and then drive. No big deal. It's weed. What's the worst that could happen? Well, God knows what else she was doing. She could have been drinking and smoking the herbage. You never know, right? During an appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live, she recounted a wild night out with Jada Pinkett Smith and the actress's husband, Will Smith. She says she smoked a whole bunch of weed because the doctor said to. I'm done. But anyway, so she got pulled over, DUI. Here's the thing, okay? All jokes aside, I don't care if you are smoking something that strong. There's always a friend that has a couch you can crash on. I'm serious. There's always a friend that has a couch you can sleep on. So you can literally just go, hey man, whoa, I'm feeling really good right now. Do you think it's okay if I just crash here for a few hours, rest my eyes? Because this stuff is strong. You know what I mean? And God knows what kind of, the California weed is strong, y'all. Or the Atlanta weed too. That stuff is strong too. You gotta be careful out here, especially with these people be smoking this stuff. Man, I'm just saying, be careful out here. And if you know you're gonna get high as hell, then go lay down. Talk to a friend. Say, hey man, do you mind if I just rest my head here for a few hours? I mean, shoot. What's the worst that they're gonna say? You know what I'm saying? Shoot, if they don't even have if their room is all Art Deco and it's very modern, as some saying, it's the most uncomfortable couch in the world, then shoot, sleep on the floor. You know what I'm saying? But once you sleep behind the wheel of your car, that's automatic DUI. Period. Even if the car was parked in the driveway and you are sleeping in that car. I mean, at least in some states, I don't know the Georgia state law, but from my understanding, it is the same breakdown. And I get it that she's been going through some things, but seriously, y'all, you got to be careful out here, especially you, Tiffany Haddish. That's all I'm saying. You, Tiffany Haddish. You a star. People love and respect you. The last thing you want to do is, and people look up to you too. So the last thing you want to do is get pulled over for something that's stupid because of weed, though. Because of weed? Bruh. So, speaking of other famous people, okay. We got to get into Kanye West. Like I said, we're doing some light stuff today. We got to do a little bit of light stuff. And this is one of my last stories of the day. Okay? But we definitely need to talk about this because this happened over the weekend too, right? This happened over the past few days. And this is wild as well. I mean, it makes you wonder, why, Kanye? Okay? So let's get into this, man. I'm just so tired of it. Kanye needs to chill out. He is, in my personal opinion, with this whole situation, with him getting, the breaking up with Kim and she's with now Pete Davidson and for me, I'm like I even care. But he's lashing out like a spoiled teenage boy. That's what I think. He's doing some really stupid things and it's making him look completely insane and out of control. And it's only feeding to the narrative that he is insane and out of control. You see what I'm saying? Which is what he should be showing is the antithesis, the complete antithesis of him acting a damn fool. He should be on his P's and Q's, being the most level-headed person out here. But everyone's like, oh, man, he crazy and all that stuff. And people are letting him do this because he's Kanye and he's a genius. And it's kind of like, no. Yes, he is a genius, but that does not automatically mean that you have to put mad or crazy in front of genius. Oh, if you're a genius, you have to be unhinged and lost. No, That's not always the case. Shouldn't be the case. But here you go. Kanye admits to punching a dude. Like, he punched a dude that was just trying to get his autograph. And I see both sides of the fence, so hold on. Before you start to jump down my throat and try to say, Ye is a genius. How dare you say the fuck. Hold up. Before you get angry, hold up. Okay? Because I can see both sides of the fence. I will be speaking on his behalf. So hold on. Or in defense for him. Okay? So Kanye West was out after doing some music, producing and all that stuff. Obviously, he's got a lot on his mind. He's been obsessing over the fact that his baby mama, or soon-to-be ex-wife, is dating Pete Davidson. Let it be what it is. Okay? But okay. But they're together. He's upset about it. So he scoops up a new girl, new person to date. I don't even know who this girl is, to be really honest. I think she was in one movie that I know of, and that's about it, right? And so now he's dating her, this new girl. But he walks out of this recording session, and there's an autograph seeker guy asking him for an autograph. Apparently, this guy says something to Kanye West, or Ye, and Ye just knocks him cold on the ground. Now, I think there's footage in this particular article. We're going to take a look at it. He apparently is under investigation for some criminal. I forgot what the charge is, but Kanye's flying off the handle because of Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian knocking the boots. Like, he's getting angry about this. Real talk. So he punches an autograph seeker or an autograph hunter. Okay. So this is what he says here. And I got a video too, where he's been interviewed and all that, explaining his perspective on what happened. It's a small clip. We're going to take a look at it. It's glorious. Anyway, Kanye admits he did punch autograph hunter, but blames Kim for putting him in a bad mood by kissing Pete Davidson in front of him, preventing him from seeing his kids, which we're going to get into, and letting them go on TikTok. Okay. So we got to get into here. So he admitted to punching a autograph seeker who was allegedly egging him on outside a West Hollywood club earlier this week, as the rapper is investigated for battery. There it is, for battery. Thank you. So in an interview with Entertainment Tonight, West, 44, said he was outside the Soho warehouse around 3 a.m. on Thursday when a man who had been tailing him in recent days for autographs allegedly provoked him. So he says, West says, "I'm saying you don't know what I'm dealing with right now," referring to the footage of him snapping at the unidentified man. "I just finished these 2 songs. I came from the studio, and this dude, he just had this real attitude like, what are you going to do?" And see that? I'm going to just tell you, the blue mask ain't going to stop that knockout. You know what I'm saying? He added that he was upset at the time with estranged wife, Kim Kardashian, who filed for divorce and is now dating Pete Davidson, which we all know. We all know this. Everybody and their mama talking about this, and who cares? But apparently everybody does. So at a cousin. So he's upset also at a cousin who failed to tell Kardashian that he wanted to visit one of the children at the school. "Security ain't going to get in between me and my children aren't going to be on TikTok without my permission," Kanye said as he reiterated his message to Kardashian. He also mentioned he was upset at her budding romance with Davidson. You know, How are you going to blame me for acting out and kiss the dude of you're dating right in front of me? Everyone's like, that's cool. And I'm hearing that the new boyfriend is in the house that I can't even go to. That's so interesting. So this is some footage, some photos, some stills of Kanye and the guy who he knocked out. And you really got knocked out. Have you ever seen those knockout videos where the guy gets hit and all of a sudden his hands just kind of come up like a T-Rex? Like he's out cold, but for some odd reason, his brain is still trying to block said punch that he's been knocked out from. You know what I'm saying? It's like, pff, like that. That's literally what's happening to this guy right here. He knocked him cold. He knocked him the F out, y'all. Clearly. Okay? This is his new squeeze. All right? Which I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even know. And he's blaming this. Yes, he's blaming all of this on Kim Kardashian. It's just so bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's not good. Okay? So he claims he punched he claims the man he punched was not a fan of his, but someone was trying to tell him but someone trying to make money by selling off autographs he got from the rapper on January 10th. So this guy didn't even like him, allegedly. This is from Kanye's perspective. This autograph seeker doesn't even like him, but he wanted to get his autograph because he's going to make them monies. He could sell that autograph for monies, right? He can get some bags. And I got to be real. There's a lot of vultures out here, especially in Hollywood. A lot of people who will sit there and, try to be your best friend because you are who you are, right? And I'm sure he's got a lot of sycophantic friends that are around him that he always has to have his head on a swivel to make sure that he's protected, right? But still put bodily harm on this guy, which he should not have done. Okay? This is the same as the paparazzi. This is not a fan. This is someone who is using your image, who probably never listened to your songs. Dramatic footage of the aftermath of the incident shows West screaming, "Get away from me," at his cousin, who is trying to calm him down while the autograph seeker lies on the floor, clutching his head in pain. To me, it didn't look like he was clutching his head in pain. It looked like he was just like still reacting to actually being knocked the F out. Okay? Witnesses told TMZ that West punched the man twice in the head and once in the neck, striking him down and causing the fan to hit his head on the sidewalk. Ooh, that's not good. His cousin could be heard telling the rapper, "I'm your family," as he tried to take his hand to get him to relax. "No, get away from me. Ain't no hands, West yells. "You were supposed to talk with her," he adds, now revealing that he was angry at his cousin for not telling his estranged wife that he wanted to visit their child at school. Now that's sad too, that you can't even go and see your kid at school. You can't even visit your little, you know what I mean? Your own seed. I could see why you'd be mad, but you're taking it out on a regular dude who probably just said something out his ass because he felt like talking out of his ass because he just wanted to be a jerk. You know what I'm saying? That dude didn't deserve to get punched in the face. That's all I'm trying to say. I understand the stresses that someone goes through. Let's be straight funky. I understand the stresses of Kanye West and that everybody and their mom. Listen, why do you think this dude is walking around wearing masks? Like full-on head masks. Like he looks like a alien in different colors and stuff. Why do you think he does that? Because he doesn't want to be bothered. Have you ever seen him? Like, just do me a favor sometime. Go and check out some videos of him actually signing autographs. There are times he just looks like he does not want to be messed with. He's like, just leave me alone. I just want to do my job. I just want to go and eat some burgers at McDonald's. Leave me alone. Right? He doesn't get to do the normal, everyday civilian stuff. Hell no. He's Kanye. But there's that other side of things too, that he has to realize. He always has to keep in the forefront of his mind that he is Kanye, that people are watching him, that people are looking to him, that he just helped that autograph seeker secure even more of a bag, even bigger of a bag. Because that autograph hunter is sitting there going, yes, I'm about to sue the pants off of you, Kanye, and you're about to give me millions of dollars because it's all somewhat caught on tape. So let's take a look at this video, y'all. Unbelievable.
Give me your hand. Give me your hand.
Hey, man, I'm protecting us now.
Get away from me.
I'm protecting us now.
Give me your hand. I am your family. I am your family. Give me your hand.
Dude is there. Now, I guess he's clutching the back of his head.
No, you were supposed to talk to her.
Why did he just do that? What is wrong with him? Can you please call the cops?
Okay. To meet Kim and stuff like that. Like, he can't get over the fact that this woman has decided to be with somebody else that is not him. His ego has been completely obliterated. But then on top of that, to add insult to injury, he's not allowed to go and see his own kids? That she's blocking him from seeing his own kids? It makes you wonder what kind of relationship was going on between her and him, what the relationship is like behind closed doors, or was like behind closed doors. Now, here's another piece that I wanted to show you guys. This is his video where he's talking about, this is him talking about the punch. And you tell me, does he look like he gives a damn?
So as far as the paparazzi go, right, wasn't a fan, you know, so last night. So it's 3 a.m. in front of the warehouse. I'm saying, you don't know what I'm dealing with right now. I done just finished these 2 songs. I came from the studio. I created, directed this impromptu shoot, and my cousins went and didn't really, you know, deliver the mission. And this dude he just had this like real attitude, like, what you gonna do? And this and that. I'm gonna just tell you that blue COVID mask didn't stop that knockout. You know what I'm saying?
Was it the taunting? Was it the taunting, the disrespect, the disregard for your privacy? What was it?
It's all that, but that's what Hollywood be.
Now, here's the thing. I'll say it again, or I'll reiterate it again. I get it. He could be very frustrated. Maybe this guy has just been hounding him for days, been hounding him for weeks. Same guy he sees all the time, coming up to him, being like, hey, yay, can you give me a little autograph? You mind signing this, blah, blah, blah. Trust me, I get it. You know, there's some people that will literally go up to him, right? Go up to stars, and they'll come to them with all types of merch and memorabilia and be like, sign this, sign that. Oh, sign this too. Can you sign this too? Clearly, because they just want to secure a bag. They just want to make money off of the autographs that these stars are signing, right? That they're giving them. And then next thing you know, they're going in there, you know what I mean? They're going online, they're doing whatever. They're selling it to the highest bidder or the biggest fan or, you know, stan that's out here, right? So I get it that he's getting frustrated and being like, I just want to be left alone. But that's the thing. Some people need to say, hey, you want to be left alone? Okay, yay. I'll see you another time. We'll run into each other another time, right? That's basically what should be going. That's what should be going down. But a lot of these guys don't listen. They'll keep pushing. They'll keep pushing and pushing and pushing to the point where someone like Kanye, who doesn't have any problem putting hands on you, will put the paws on you. Period.
And I'm just saying, look, man, I love the paparazzi. I love the press. I love the media. And
we were just out the other night at dinner. You showed them all love. You signed everything. You did everything they wanted.
Yeah, but then they send those 2 couple, like, probably like some agents or something.
Like I said, guys that will sit there, sycophantic fans out here that are literally sucking the life out of these artists. And this is not just Kanye. This happens to plenty of other artists out here as well. They just don't throw hands. They're not dropping bows on them. Okay? There's more to this Kanye stuff. So we got more to go into real quick, because this stuff is just fascinating. To me, this is wild. and also sad. And I can see why he's getting more and more upset. I can see why he's getting more and more aggravated and thoroughly moved about this stuff. And it has to do with this piece right here. He went to a live on his social medias and said something that was wild. Let's take a look.
Yeah, I'm just wishing my daughter a public happy birthday. I wasn't allowed to know where her party was. There's nothing legal. They're saying that these are the kind of games that's being played. At the light, it's the kind of thing that really has affected my health for the longest. And I'm just not playing. I'm taking control of my narrative this year. I'm being the father, the best father, the yay version of a father. And I'm not finna let this happen. And we're gonna be in real time. Take a slight right turn onto I-405 North. Chicago, happy birthday. I love you. And I'm just putting this online because I need y'all support. I didn't call Kim, text the nannies. I got on the phone with Tristan. He said, he asked Chloe, won't nobody give me the address to my daughter's birthday party right now? And that's going to imprint in her mind that I wasn't there for her.
Now, here's the thing. Kanye's not even allowed to his baby's birthday party? Like, it sucks. But there must be some real stuff going on outside of everything, right? I mean, let's do a little breakdown here really quick. And I will play the rest of this in a second. So Kanye was really upset about, I mean, we've been knowing this for a few months now, that Pete Davidson and Kanye West, Kim Kardashian have been together now. Okay. So we already know that piece. Okay. We've been knowing. Dogs know it. The wind knows it. Okay. Now, here's the thing. He's upset about it. He goes out and does a live concert with Drake. He starts saying, come back to me, Kim, come back to me during his live show. Okay. So everybody goes, oh, damn, he's desperate. He's desperate to bring her back. She is trying to get away from him as quickly as possible by hooking up with Pete Davidson. In my personal opinion, a break in case of emergency dude. Okay? That's what I'm going to call it. It is her way of breaking free and saying it is over, right? But he's still sitting here going, no, come back. It's not working. So then later on, he gets new girl, some Fox girl. Her last name's Fox, Julia Fox. He takes a whole bunch of photos with her. This becomes a huge thing. Like, you know, everybody and their mama talking about it. They're doing music videos with Madonna and Antonio Brown and Floyd Mayweather. I still don't understand that shoot. But anyway, they're all together. So he's clearly showing, like, look, I got this new chick. You know, I'm moving on, right? But then he goes into the studio and writes a song, putting in the song about Pete Davidson. Rapping about Pete Davidson like a diss track or a diss line on Pete Davidson. So clearly he's not over this thing yet. He goes to a studio on the night of this alleged punching, okay? And he does his thing. He makes the track and all that stuff. Still, he's doing all this crazy stuff, trying to lash out. Like I said, I feel like he's kind of he's lashing out like a 12-year-old boy, like a spoiled kid, right? He's not doing it in a very adult fashion. Let's just say that, okay? So then he does his thing. He's clearly upset about this. He walks out of the studio. Dude walks up to him and he clocks him clean out, knocking him on the ground. Whether he knocked him out really is up to how you perceive it. If that guy was literally just, making a fugazi to make it seem like he was hurt even more than he was, so on and so forth, is up to you, right? But still, nonetheless, everybody in the mama's seeing this, and they're seeing he's unhinged. That's what the narrative is being said out here. So you are the soon-to-be ex-wife of a man that's clearly showing that he is not fully 100% in control of his emotions, and he could lash out violently if said Pete Davidson, let's just entertain the thought, if Pete Davidson was there, do you think if Kanye and Pete Davidson were in the same room after he just knocked out some random autograph hunter, you think he's just going to be normal? You think he's going to be diplomatic? I don't think so. So I would see her family going, we can't bring him over because he might start something. We don't know where he is mentally right now. So I understand where they are coming from on that side. I also find it very interesting too. I do kind of find this BS that he would go onto his live social media live, like his IG, rock with me on this, and do a live like this. Why do you think he went and did a live like this? Because he wants people to know about this so that the Kardashians look bad, or it pushes them and pressures them into actually inviting him to the party. So he reaches out to his fans and friends and all that stuff on his live and says, hey, man, I don't even know where it's at. This is my daughter's birthday, which I do believe he should be invited, right? But he wasn't even invited. That's messed up. But I do find it interesting that he went live and put this out into the ether like this. To me, not the greatest look on his end. I do think that it was kind of a, it was a manipulative move to get them to go, all right, just invite him. Now we all look bad. Now the Kardashians look bad. And it's all about their image, right? It's all about their reputation, right? Let's continue the rest.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
and I see the super chat.
I was supposed to be in Miami recording my album. My whole schedule is all based around me being able to take my kids to school, me being there for them, making sure that I'm in their life. That's the whole point of having money. They take so many fathers just throughout America. They've been taking the fathers out the homes purposely. So I'm speaking up. I'm using my voice to say, this ain't going to keep happening. This narrative is not going to happen. It's a lot of people that's not in a position where they ain't got no voice when people be playing games like this. Baby mamas be playing games. The grandmama be playing games like this. And it's like, as y'all know, they ain't finna play like that with me. Yeah,
So obviously he went on his live to say what he needed to say. This turns into a viral video. Everybody and their mama's talking about it, so on and so forth, because, hey, everyone's sitting there surprised, like, whoa, you didn't invite Ye? Ye ain't even invited? And there's diehard stands out here that love Ye, understandably, and will think that he does no wrong. So, of course, they're going to support him. And, of course, they're going to go and attack the Kardashians and anyone who's connected, right? But he's not even invited to the party. It's kind of savage. It's kind of savage. Mafe Martinez, thank you so much. Or Mafe? Maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong and I apologize. But thank you so much for the $10 super chat. He says, Pascal, when you divorce, you need to coordinate visits, etc. You don't just walk into your ex's house. You know what? You are right on that piece too. But your own daughter's B-day. Messed up. I don't like the KKs, or the Kardashians, but Ye gonna have to be smarter than them. So he's gonna get steamrolled in the media, or he's gonna get steamrolled in the media. You know what? You are very, very correct. But I'll say this part. Don't you think that by knocking out a dude, going out on let's go back. Let's do timeline wise. Don't you think that going out and saying, come back to me, run back to me, Kim, right? Then going and losing his mind, getting all upset, doing all this outlandish stuff, knocking out an autograph hunter making a song where it's a diss track basically to Pete Davidson, don't you think he's already steamrolling himself? I think he is. Shoot. Pop culture media is having a field day, and they don't have to lift a finger because he's creating the drama for them. That's why we're seeing Pete Davidson in every single damn thing right now. That's why we're seeing him walk hand in hand with Kim Kardashian. That's why we're seeing all this stuff, because he's making it a big deal. So everybody and their mama's looking, and it becomes a salacious story. Instead of him just being like, I'm not saying nothing. We good. I got nothing to say. Boom. Hey, I wish them good luck. All I care about is making my music. I got a new girl on my arm. I'm happy. I wish them luck. Enjoy your 5 minutes of fame, Pete Davidson type stuff. Because you know for a fact, come on now. You don't think Pete Davidson's enjoying this moment too? His face is out here even more now than ever before. So I don't think it's helping Kanye. And then, of course, going live and saying I wasn't invited. Yes, it's heartbreaking that you weren't invited, and it's messed up, but it does make it look, it does have a bad look for Kanye. All of this. It's not making the situation any better. And we already know where he is mentally, and it sucks that he's where he's at. It sucks that he's where he is. But I just wish he would go and talk to the right people, talk to a professional, and get down to finding his own mental health, because internally he's going through some things, and I don't think he fully understands what he's going through. But because he has this thing in his mind, right, where he believes because right now, I mean, you got to remember, his ego is the size of that volcanic eruption. You know what I mean? He is Kanye. Kanye is him. He thinks that he can do no wrong. These delusions of grandeur that he has, where he thinks he's beyond, right, are starting to eat away at him. And the only way he can really find balance mentally is if he seeks the right kind of professionals and talks to the right people so that he can get mentally sound. But he's not right. He's not there right now. And it sucks. But anyway, guys, hopefully we'll see what happens. I don't really do a lot of pop culture talk as much as I used to anymore, but I definitely wanted to talk about that because I was like, yo, this is some crazy stuff. Crazy stuff that's been popping off. And it's only going to get crazier, I have a feeling. But I just hope he doesn't do I'm going to cut this real quick. Do you guys remember Robin Thicke? If you guys don't remember Robin Thicke got basically destroyed his career. No, and it's not because he was with what's her name? The one that was twerking and stuff. The one that got in trouble with she was on that VMAs and she was doing the Miley Cyrus. There we go. Miley Cyrus, right? Not because he looked like Beetlejuice with Miley Cyrus, but because he was caught cheating multiple times on his wife, right? His wife wanted to leave him. So he did a whole album dedicated to his wife. The song, gotta get her, gotta get her, gotta get her, gotta get her back. Something like that. Gotta get her, go get her, go get her, go get her back. Something like that. Okay. Never singing that stuff again. But anyway, he had a whole album dedicated to bringing her back. That album did not make any money at all. It was terrible because he was just he dedicated this whole thing. The album was called Paula. I'm not kidding. Yeah, Robin Thicke. Y'all don't know Robin Thicke? Come on now. But anyway, that album was terrible, and it basically destroyed his career. He didn't make any other songs after that. And the Beetlejuice thing didn't help him either, right? With Miley Cyrus. But at the same time, though, and he had Blurred Lines. Yeah, that was cool. But he had a whole album basically going, I want to bring her back. I gotta go get her back. You know what I mean? The whole thing was a cry album. Very, very bad for him. Bad look. So my thing is, God forbid, Kanye comes out with Kim. Or an album called Kim Ye. You know what I'm saying? Please no. Just don't. Okay? Just don't, Kanye. I love your music. I think you're hella talented. Still have feelings about your clothing design, but your fashion design and whatever. But at the same time, you just gotta let her go and just do her thing and enjoy being you and make your music and your new lady is pretty. So enjoy. But don't make a whole album dedicated to your soon-to-be ex-wife. Let it be. You know what I mean? Let it be. You know what I mean? Just let it go and let it be. Let it flow, let it go. Trust me, you'll thank me later. Because you still have to live with that later on. Because everyone's going to be like, man, bruh, every single album you've ever made was vinyl. But that Kim Ye album, though, what were you thinking, Kanye? Yeah, no, just don't do it. Don't do it. Just continue producing dope tracks. Keep being incredible and stop worrying about Pete Davidson because that is a flash in the pan. So just let it be what it is. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Anyway, guys, like I said, the last thing you want to do, I'm killing it again. The last thing you want to do, all right, is get a tattoo of your loved one on your body because that's forever. And then the other thing you don't want to do is write a whole album dedicated to your soon-to-be ex. You just don't do it. It is a recipe for disaster and nothing but full-on disappointment. So just don't do it. Okay? Just don't do it. It's an omen. Don't do it. Gradually putting the background music back up. But anyway, I appreciate all y'all for being on. Real talk. Keep it moving. Exactly, Coco Lovely. Keep it moving. K-I-M. Keep it moving. Yes. Love it. But anyway, guys, it is time for me to get going. I really do appreciate all y'all for being on. You guys are really incredible. I will not be on tomorrow morning unless there's something that's like really, really drastically, earth-shatteringly, amazingly big that's breaking overnight. You know what I'm saying? I won't be on. So just want to let you guys know that. All right. Enjoy your Dr. MLK Jr. Day, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. It is a very important day. So enjoy it. Breathe in that air of somewhat equality. You know what I'm saying? We cover it almost every day on this dang show. So somewhat equality. Somewhat. Enjoy it. Okay? Enjoy it. And if y'all are riding a school bus or public transportation like a bus tomorrow, enjoy sitting in the front seat. Anyway, much love to you guys. It's time to get going. Don't forget to hit that like button. Crush that like button. Kind of equality. Hit that like button down below. Send those likes all the way up. Don't forget to crush that subscribe button. Crush it. Crush it. And for those people out here that are being rude, unbelievably rude, y'all need to go somewhere. Go find somebody else to go bother. Put those racial slurs somewhere else. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe that button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. What am I saying? Crush it, destroy it. That would really be appreciated. Much love to you guys all. All right. Yeah, if anything else is going off, I will let you guys know. But until then, have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. To the mods, you guys are incredible. I really do appreciate it. You guys are savages. Anyway, time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.